So today we celebrate the memorial of a Syrian theologian lived in the 4th century. He wrote biblical commentary, wrote very many Syriac hymns, and he lived in Edessa. He's known as the harp of the Spirit. So in the early church life, his words, his thoughts, his meditations were all very precious. And even today in the Syriac churches, they use the hymns of Saint Ephrem. Today's gospel passage, using two simple metaphors, Jesus outlines the role of Christians in this world. The Christian's task is to be the salt of the society, preserving, reconciling, and adding flavor, which are the precious goodness from the salt. And also we know that every Christian also has to reflect the light borrowed from Christ and radiate around him or her that light. So be salt of the society and be as a light in the world to shine by themselves and also to give the light to so many. What are the importance of this salt? In the time of Jesus, salt was connected in people's minds with 4 special qualities. First one, salt was connected with purity, because it was white and it came from the purest of all things, the sun and the sea. Hence, it was a common ingredient in the sacrifices offered to God by the Jews and pagans. And again, salt was the commonest of all preservatives in the ancient world. It was used to prevent putrefaction of meat, fish, and fruits in pickles. Again, it was lending flavor to food items. And again, salt was used to season food. What is the importance of light? Light is something which is meant to be seen. A lamp or a light, it's a guide to make clear the way. A light can often be a warning light, telling us to halt when there is danger ahead. Light is a source for warmth and heat. When we are living in this society, it had to be like salt of the earth. The Christians must be an example of purity. As the salt of the earth, the Christian must have a certain antiseptic influence on life and society, defeating corruption, injustice, and impurity, and making it easier for others to be good. As salt, we have to preserve Christian cultural values and moral principles. As salt, we have to improve the tone of the society and preserve our faith. As light of the world, Christians are expected to reflect the light borrowed from Christ, radiate that light in the form of love, kindness, mercy, forgiveness, and humble service. While Jesus was here on earth, he gave eyesight to people who were even born blind. We may be living in a blindness. Even though our eyes are opened, we may not be seeing something. So pray to God to open our inner eyes when our inner eyes are opened, we could see something which is never mind by someone, which is unnoticed by several people. So we have to open our eyes into our society so that we will be getting the light in ourselves. Also, we will be the people who are just like a lamp lighted on a table that is giving light and warmth to several people who are around us. Amen.